I have an addiction to these bad boys and anything of their kind, really. Energy drinks. Maybe it's because I don't sleep enough right now, but I just need it to get my day going. This couch is where I typically sit down when I have work to do, but I don't feel like being super productive. I feel like being semi-productive, you know, I don't have the whole setup with the screen. What's poppin' and welcome back to a brand new video. It's 8 o'clock, we're running on about 5 hours of sleep because of coding and editing last night, but we're on our way to a retail event where we'll be listening to some speakers who are gonna talk about retail, e-commerce, that kind of stuff. It's an event at Epicenter in Stockholm, which is quite a large co-working community. So we're gonna head over there, we're gonna check out what they have to say and grab some free breakfast. Always good.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me?
Okay, retail event done. Vidar, what are your thoughts? I thought there were some interesting points there. We got to ask some questions about the rope bag, about expanding it into like its own e-commerce. So that was a little bit interesting. They said just go for it, don't care about what your wholesalers think. That's the new channel strategy. What are your thoughts?
On the event?
On the event in general. They're pretty cool, a lot of good talkers.
Yes,
like
great
people.
breakfast. Get some nice sandwiches.
Definitely, good setup and a nice location. Hopefully they have some more stuff there. I think some of the people that were very old school in that they were like, don't have an ERP or like a business management system to begin with, wait until you scale. But to me that seems a little bit counterintuitive. It seems better to implement something at the start and then grow with that as you scale. But other than that, it was really good. It's a really cool Korean guy there, or I guess Swedish Korean. You had some really cool experience and kind of hijacked the show, but that was a lot of fun. A couple of hours later, we packed some orders, we've gotten some stuff done. I have an addiction to these bad boys and anything of their kind, really. Energy drinks. Maybe it's because I don't sleep enough right now, but I just need it to get my day going. Now it's around 4:30. We're gonna have a quick meeting with the guy from Portugal who's looking to become an advisor. One thing you'll notice when you have a company like this, a lot of people want to be on the board, they want to be advisors, and they want an equity cut for basically an advisory role. I'm very careful with this just because I'm not really sure what kind of value that's going to add, but I'm also open to get in front of as many eyes as possible and take as many calls as possible. So see what they have to say. I'm kind of missing some experiences that we're talking about, and at least considering that in a couple of months, you know, relatively near future, do raise some rounds in order to accelerate our growth, because we're finding we're having relatively limited like development capacity. We have a lot of new features that we want to do, a lot of new stuff we want to build, but obviously it's just me who's programming it. So once you get to that scale, as you know, of like enterprise level software, it becomes quite a task to make updates and implement new tasks. So we have that, as well as then customer acquisition, which typically also comes at a cost. So I think we have those two things in our near future, which I think would be relevant for us to be advised on. And I guess it sounds like on you that's something that you have within your network and you have expertise on, even though it's from mainly energy sector. I guess especially in terms of business models, there's probably relatively large overlap, right? But those are my initial reflections without adding much additional thought or like concrete next steps to it, just general loud thinking in terms of where we are. I'm having a genuine hard time judging who wants to just get on board as an advisor, collect some future equity or something like that, and who's actually interested in the business, wants to provide value and wants to be like a part of it and therefore of course get an upside. I'm having a hard time judging it. It seems like a lot of people want to get on board, a lot of people have things to say, which I guess is great. This is a very genuine guy, very nice, very cool guy. I think he's one of the people who would actually provide genuine value. We're struggling a little bit right now in like what we want to do. Do we want to continue doing this as a two-man ship? We obviously have proof of concept. We have a couple of users or a couple of hundred users, but we don't really have any revenue yet. So do we want to raise money to hire more tech people? Do we want to hire like a business development stuff like that? Just stuff we're thinking about, etc., etc. But that's a conversation for another time. Now we're gonna get this protein bar down and we're gonna boom the shop and head to the gym.
conditional, real traditional. But your love's too original. You were anything but conventional. Baby, did you know that from the moment we fell in and knew we couldn't fall back, knew I'd always crawl back. Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me.
Oof, ooga booga. This couch is where I typically sit down when I have work to do, but I don't feel like being super productive. I feel like being semi-productive. You know, I don't have the whole setup with the screen, the mouse, the nice keyboard. It's just me, the couch, and the laptop. So that's when I usually sit here. I have done some work now on. Let me switch this around. There's a cat. Get down, boy. Get down, bro. I have done some work now. Let me switch the camera over. Where we have, I've been working on this this app that I've shown before, but what I've implemented now is that for classes you're able to invite people, so you can, let's just take some example here, and then at eve.com, verify that it's an email, invite. So as you can see, that's then added in a nice little UI that's showing that this parent has been invited, and then you can also press this to remove this invite if you're an admin. So that's what we've worked on now. Now we're going to be heading over to the reset password, because I've implemented the functionality, but the UI is not there. As you can see, the UI is pretty bad. It should look something like this. This is the Figma file that I'm working from. So let's get to work on fixing that, and then we're probably going to go to bed. Okay, so an hour or so later we have this nice change password function that looks a lot better than it did before. We can type something, we can unobscure this, there's some matching logic, etc. So that looks pretty good. It's quite similar to this reference file that they changed. I did change it a little bit just to make it more coherent with the rest of the app, but I think it does look pretty good. Now, these days, because I'm daily vlogging, I don't know why I decided to do this, because it's a lot of effort, but it is what it is. We're gonna reply to some YouTube comments. We got quite some comments on the video. We didn't get, this was interesting. The last video that I posted didn't get a lot of views at all, but it got quite a lot of comments that I'm gonna respond to. So one of the comments was, "You work for 16 hours a day." Not every day. It does happen occasionally. Most of the time it's less than that, but you know, I don't know if balance is a real thing. Maybe I should make a video about that, work-life balance and why it's a myth. Another one is, "Hey man, I just found you from my feed and subscribed immediately. We're interested in almost in the same things, and I hope one day I will reach the position you are in." I don't know what kind of position you think I'm in. This is all, you know, fake it till you make it, but I appreciate the comment, broski. And another one is, "What an interesting view into your workflow. The thing is, the thing that isn't 100% clear to me, when people reach out to you for a business partnership, do they actually become an employee for that company or brand for a while? Help them along their way in their app or product, or is it more like invoicing the time you spend helping them out? More of a consultant type of thing? Or is it even more becoming part of the company itself and having some real ownership in it? Not quite sure how to look at this. Very inspiring to see how you think about those things. PS, that was a cool boss move at the beginning to get the payment secure though. Have a good one." So we're gonna try to respond to those. I do respond to all of the comments, so if you wonder anything, if you have any thoughts, then leave that in the comment down below. Then we're gonna upload all of this to an editor, because I have an editor. Pan around to the editor if you wanna, you know, show yourself. For these types of videos, I don't want to really have time to or want to edit myself. I just submit them in the evening and then I can post them the next day. So that's a lot of fun. But it's currently 11 o'clock. We're gonna do those things. Probably gonna take half an hour or so, and then we're gonna head to bed. But yeah, quite a random day. Fun event in the morning, some work in the evening, a meeting with you know, the investor that I showed before or talked about before, who kind of wants to get on board as an advisor, and we still really haven't decided how we're going to do with that. Do we take them on? Do we not take them on? Do we give them equity? Do we give them stock options? Do we pay them? Just, yeah, a little bit messy. Then we got back, meal prepped a little bit, hit the gym, always good stuff. Worked for probably 3 hours or so to get this Roomy app that I'm working on set up. So quite some good progress there. And now we're about to finish the day off by doing the task that I just listed. But thank you so much for watching that day. If you enjoyed these vlogs, if you have specific content that you want to see, then leave that in the comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.